I said W stats person.
Yeah, Eclipse. You guys are the home team, so you will get the first ban. What's not being played today?
Slay is not being played today.
Slay is out of here! Yeah! I'm not biased against Slay, what do you mean?
So true.
Shinjikeito. What is also not going to be played today?
Let me send one DM to Box real quick, and I'll let him decide.
That sounds
Yeah.
like a great idea. Anyone got the Jeopardy music here? I feel like that would be somewhat appropriate.
Hitbox.
Will ban Goldmine.
Not
Gold
cool, said
mine.
P.
Goldmine is out of here. Alrighty, back to Eclipse. What's gonna be the first map played here?
First map today is gotta be Spaceship.
Ooh, spaceship. I always love spaceship. Spaceship is really cool.
All right.
Shinji
Then we will
Kaito
pick Courtyard.
and Courtyard. Ooh, we've got the got two of the three brand new maps this season. Alright, Eclipse. Back to you.
What maps are still in?
Villa, Watermill, and uh Classic.
I think we want to ban Watermill.
Watermill is gone. Shinji Kaito. What's
We will be banning
Classic and
Classic.
banning Classic? Okay, that felt yeah. And then Villa will be the decider here.
Mhm.
Alrighty. I believe that ends map selection here. So, good luck to the both of you.
Good luck.
Let's head on out.
All right.
See you later. Good luck.
See you. Good luck.
Back to Casters VC we go. And back in Casters VC we are.
So our map lineup today of spaceship up first here.
Mm-hmm.
Like the map.
Spaceship, oh, it's such an interesting map. I I I will say I do enjoy Spaceship a lot. Watching it is so much fun. There's
Yes.
always like a there's always going to be someone just levying up towards the top, getting a fight. It's so much fun.
And it is looking like this is the first time either of these teams have played spaceship this season. So
Ooh,
it's gonna
new
be a
for
first
both
time for these
teams.
teams. Looking like we're gonna see new faces on this map. In fact, I thought this was funny. Shinjikeito in their last game against Impulse, the first two bans were actually the exact same as this.
Huh.
The bans, the first two bans of Slay and Goldmine, they are very familiar with those two being banned at this point.
Nice. Well, anyways, looks like we're gonna have to take a little bit to looks like we're waiting on Eclipse here a little bit. So in the meantime,
Might be.
you got more stuff to yap about? More stats
I
and
mean,
stuff?
they could just be going over their strategies here. Actually, both of their previous games, they chose to ban spaceships, so it's not a map I think they're comfortable on. They've banned it both times they played first ban, so I think they're going over their strategies and they're trying to figure out, okay, here's what we need to do on this map that maybe we're not comfortable on.
Makes sense, makes sense. Also, there's a bunch of people making cameos here.
I see that we've got a lot of people here.
We've got
I'm
some
not gonna lie.
fans. Love meeting our fans.
Is it bad that I don't recognize any of them?
I recognize all of them, so only slightly.
only joking, only joking.
Anyways,
Are we
still
almost ready
waiting
here?
on still waiting on someone. I'm gonna see if I can find some more stats here. The stats are cool. Yeah, Shinji Kaido just played 2 days ago against Impulse, and Shinjikeito won in very convincing fashion, with Quinta CT being a very, very big, making very big impact, going 13-3. And oh, looks like Not Cool says that we're getting a Dino Days debut.
Nice.
This is so big for business.
Glad to see players on every team getting their playtime in.
Mm-hmm.
And here we are on Spaceship for Map 1, Round 1.
Indeed. Spaceship. I've already talked a lot about it, but that's because it's just, it's a cool map. I like it.
There are a lot of very interesting strategies that can be done here on Spaceship, and I'm looking forward to seeing both of these teams who have not played this map yet figure those out. Use them to their own advantage.
Agreed. I'm interested to see who's going to be levying up top, if there are going to be any pre-bows. Let's see how it goes. Few arrows come out from, looks like, Eclipse's side, and we've got Max Sprite going up top. And there's Sherpa going up late to fight them. Lots of shots landing on Sherpa with some heals.
Going in for the 1v1 up there.
Oh, and Max Sprite falls to a shot from Boxed. And
Sherpa being
Kinophobia
really
falls
low
to
up
Dino
there.
Days. Meanwhile, Quinta gets another kill. And back to a 1v3.
They go for the fill.
But yeah, that is
So
going to
strategically,
be an Eclipse round win here.
yes. So it looked like Eclipse was really focused on getting that guy on top eliminated, and then going for the rest of the kills immediately after. I mean, they even had somebody up there low on health who was just shooting, trying to get those extra shots in while not being on full health, which is very smart rather than jumping down and putting yourself at risk when you're only on 1 or 2 HP.
Yeah, and something that I also noticed was that when the two people who are up top are fighting, they'll typically get at least a few heals from their healer, typically down on, like, the main platform around the
Yeah,
outside.
it's an interesting choice from the healer as well, because oftentimes that person who goes up there stays up there and doesn't engage in much more combat afterwards. So it's sometimes the question of what should the healer do? Should the healer continue to throw those orbs up there and get that kill up top, or should they hold on to them for the group heal?
Neither team's currently levying up at the moment. Oh, actually, I sit corrected. Max Bright goes up, and here's not Sherpa to oppose. Oh, and they
Falls
fall. Max Sprite alone up top, and we've got a fight over here. And
It's the
Snam
screen,
and
by
Quint
the way.
goes down.
Full
Dodorami
screen on the
falls.
screen.
Dino Days gets a kill on Max Sprite. Dino falls to Kinophobia, and it's 1v2. Unable to clinch it. Sherpa gets the last kill, and once again... well, actually, not once again. This is Shinjikeito's round, and I was in small mode. I'm loving life here. I'm so sad.
Shinjikeito won the first round, right?
Did they? Yeah, Aqua Team won both. Am I just do I just okay, I'm throwing a little bit here.
It happens. It happens.
I am throwing a little bit.
That brings the Shinjikeito up 2-0.
Yeah. My bad, guys. I am totally paying full attention. What do you mean? SMH not cool. Anyways, Shinjikeito taking the first 2 rounds here. We'll see how round 3 goes. This is Eclipse's map pick. And up goes Box this time, actually. Oh, and we've got a fill. Box drops from the top. Destroys Snom. Max Sprite goes down to Dino Days. Sodarami also falls, and it's a 3v1 against Kinophobia on a half a heart. I know
The
Days gets
mid
a
mosh
3.
pit, the mid mosh pit just does not get anything working for Nova here. Calling their first timeout,
Eclipse.
down 3-0, hoping to come for that reverse sweep on the first map. Their strategies are not working out for them here. They went for something a little different this time, going for the fill instead of sending somebody up top. And the fill was just not well placed. Shinjikeito was just so easily able to recognize it and drop down, get 3 people down on mid, and get into that mosh pit with every single player in the game down there. And Shinjikeito came out on top.
That's one of the things about leveling up to the top of the map there, that you really do have such a good vantage point of mid. I mean, granted, if people are shooting at you, then it's a little bit harder to look at mid while you're being shot
Yeah.
at. But you can get to mid really quickly, and you know that's exactly what happened. We had boxed
Mhm.
levy up, and then immediately once they saw someone on Eclipse try to fill mid, just instantly boxed went
Dropped down.
down and got the kill.
Yeah, I mean, it's a spot with great vision, but it does come at that cost. You have to be a kind of player that has that vision, that has that mentality. And if you're up there and you're too focused on getting shots, you're not even looking at mid. Oftentimes that can end up not going great for you. But that was great by Shinjikeito there to notice that, to keep their eyes open, and be able to combat that fill pretty handedly.
Agreed. Now it's up to Eclipse, who just used their timeout here. See what they're gonna do here after their timeout, because they're gonna have to pull off a reverse sweep here if they want to take their own map pick.
Yeah, I mean, it's looking like here Shinjikeito has been unstoppable, but Eclipse with the timeout, I mean, they are clearly talking something over, coming up with new strats. Again, first time both of these teams have played this map, so maybe they're trying out some of the stuff they practiced, and it hasn't been working so far. So Eclipse is really looking for something to happen here, maybe turn this around.
Very
You're headed
astute
into round 4.
observation here. And let me transition back to the full screen here, so I don't leave you guys back in small window mode. And yeah, as a small little stat thing, Not Cool has informed. Oh, why is the right side? Okay, that's weird. Scoreboard seems to have broken for me, but it's fine. We don't need a scoreboard. I've got tab. Anyways, it is round 4. Shinjikeito knocking on the door of winning the map. Eclipse fresh off of a timeout. Going for a full push. Max Sprite hit as they levy up. And Sodarami
getting
already
up.
incredibly low, and as a healer, that is not good for them. Bunch of heals go down as orbs pelt Eclipse's position. Sodarami gets shot by Sherpa. And Dynadaze does go down, but Sherpa is incredibly low and boxed while they are full. Sherpa gets picked off, and it's
2 1v1s. Max Sprite loses his.
And now Kinophobia in a 1v2 to save the map, but Boxed is ready. Actually, that was Quinta who got the shot there.
Quinta's ready.
Quinta is ready.
And it looks like Shinjikeito was just completely superior on Spaceship. Clearly they put in the practice, they know what they're doing, and heading into map 2 with a lot of confidence off of a sweep in the first map.
So, that was a very, very clean map sweep from the Shinjikeito. And we've got a few subs here as we go into the next map, which is Courtyard. I'm gonna be lining that one up.
Yes. So we have Dino for Karos and Snom for Trick here.
Trickinator has made a very big impact, I think, in previous seasons. So I'm excited to see how they're gonna be. I'm interested to see how they're gonna be doing here. And oh, looks like we've already got ready check going in.
Yeah, both of these
Nice.
teams are eager to get into this next map, I guess.
They are locked in. It's Kiono again. SMH Kiono. I said it right this time. I said it right this time. SMH. Anyways, next map.
Welcome to map 2, Courtyard. Will this game continue to look how it has been with a complete masterclass from Shinjikeito, or will Nova be able to figure something out to stop this drought?
Yeah, this is turning into a little bit of domination here from Shinji Kaito once again, actually, as Shinji Kaito was really dominant in their previous match too. So we'll see if Eclipse is gonna be able to sort out some of the problems they've been having and get some wins here. Or we'll see if Shinji Kaito is just able to keep dominating, and Max Sprite takes a hit as well as Kinophobia. Both get heal off of a nice group heal. And rotating going around. Ooh, and Invis! Max Sprite demolishes Kairos. The 4v3 now. Damage Orb does go out on Trickinator, as well as a Poison Orb on Sodarami. And with a numbers advantage, I feel like Eclipse should just really push here.
Shinjikeito is just rotating around them, trying not to
they're just
play the 4v3.
rotating around, playing together as a team, and here come the final 10 seconds. And
So they push from
Eclipse
Eclipse down to mid. Shinjikeito is trying to get something done here, but it's not working. Only getting 2 blocks placed down for the Nova win.
Eclipse grabs the first round here. A very, very kind of chaotic first round there at the end, but Eclipse, they got that first kill, but I don't know.
I mean, it ended up coming to the fill-off in the end anyways, even though it was a 4v3. Eclipse was still able to get something going there at the end, but it was more risk than they needed to be taking.
Agreed. I feel like they definitely could have pushed there, and things would have gone maybe a little bit more smoothly. But I can also understand Eclipse's hesitation because, you know, they don't really want. Last time they had a little bit of a mosh pit back on Spaceship, they quite handily lost it. So
Yes, exercising that caution ended up securing the win for the round anyways, so
exactly.
heading into round 2 on this map. Let's see.
No Prebos hit on Eclipse. We got an Invis, which I think is, yeah, it's Quinta. Quinta Invis grabs the left side pot. Oh, they get spotted by Max Sprite, who also goes back Invis, healing back up after they get potted in the face. Don't know
Eclipse
what.
being very patient here, waiting for Shinjikeito to make the first move.
But Max Sprite on 3.5. And we've got a fight over here. One player down each. And now Shinji Kaito's up 3-2. And Shinji Kaito take a really nice round 2.
Yes, a very, very clean fight there for Shinjikeito. Not really breaking a sweat there, only losing 1 player.
I can type,
And it's
guys.
looking like
It's
looking like Eclipse is trying to be very passive here, let Shinjikeito make the first move and react off of it, and it worked for them in the first round, especially with the getting that 1 kill off. But in the second round, Shinjikeito was all there.
Yeah, they were all there, and it was a very good play from him. I think it was Sodarami, or no, it was Max Sprite, who went down to challenge Quinta CT, who had grabbed their side's pot. and was able to take they were able to tank the full pot to the face and then were able to get out and get healed, which I think was a good play, but then Shinjikeito just overwhelmed Eclipse a little bit.
Yes, it made the positioning very difficult for the rest of their team.
Tied 1-1. Let's see how round 3 plays out. Once again, Quinta grabbing their pot, and we've got Eclipse going for a full 4 push. A little bit of a rotate, actually. But here comes the Shinjikeito for a counter push, and Eclipse is just trapped in a corner. Bunch of good util usage, and
Just amazing
flawless.
positioning there by the Shinjikeito. Completely flawless victory for round 3, bringing them up 2-1. This was, I mean, it looked like Eclipse had nowhere to go. They got stuck in a corner, people bowing from both sides, orbs thrown in, poison orbs thrown in. And, I mean, Shinjikeito just looked unstoppable with that positioning, stuffing Eclipse into that corner, not letting them get any breathing room.
Yeah, that was masterful from the Shinjikeito there. I did see that Eclipse was kind of panicking a little bit. They're like, where do we go?
Yeah, and
you're absolutely
in fact,
correct.
I saw a Max Sprite Invis trying to push after the person who got the potion of harming, but ended up falling back and wasting that Invis.
Yeah, it's just Eclipse got caught in a corner, nowhere for them to run, and just got pelted with all the util that's available on this map. Let's see if they can.
Eclipse can tie this up.
Let's see if they can turn their fates around here, or if Shinjikeito is able to once again run away with the map. Quinta CT again grabs their side's pot. Shinjikeito pushes up on both sides. A very big poison orb going off. And damage takes down Phobia, Kiono. And it's down to a 3v2. Oh, Trickinator brings it to.
Trickinator.
Oh, a nice web!
Max Sprite really low here,
And unable to
finished off by Sherpa.
unable to do anything about Quinta being stuck in a web. Shinjikeito. Oh, I forgot to change it again. This is hard, guys. I'm sorry.
And Eclipse takes a timeout.
If
Down
Eclipse
3-1.
takes another time out here. We'll see if
Yeah,
this yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Looking at Eclipse's strategy here, it really has been the same thing all 4 of these rounds. Stay passive and let Shinjikeito make the moves. But in both of those last 2 rounds, Shinjikeito was able to split up and get them stuck in a corner. So Eclipse is probably thinking to themselves, how do we get out of this cornering that Shinjikeito is doing to us? So I think that's an important thing they need to be focusing on during this timeout, is making sure they don't get caught in a corner for the 3rd time in a row.
Yeah, something that a little bit of a trend, I guess, that I've noticed, from watching a bunch of IBL games, has been that a lot of teams that are able to get a 2-2 flank like pincher kind of movement on the opposing team, it really that's the team that will typically win the round there. Because they'll be able to get some really nice pinching movements, and yeah, the triangle pinch is just really effective. And when everyone's
Yeah.
just crowded up in a corner, yeah, it's just
Shinjikeito seems to be very skilled in getting these pushes done. And here we are, timeout has finished. Heading into round number 5 here. Seeing if Eclipse can figure themselves out and figure out Shinjikeito, or if it will continue to be the same story.
yeah, this is Eclipse once again just looking outclassed here, outmatched. Shinjikeito looking as strong as ever, not feeling like a 1-1 team, more like a they're looking more like a 2-1 or 3-0 kind of team.
Yeah.
So let's see if the timeout was able to help Eclipse as Kiono gets shot early on round 5. Game point for the Shinjikeito here. Invis
An
push,
invis push.
but gets spotted, but it does allow flank, and Quinta goes down to Sodarami. And now
Great play
Eclipse
there by
with the
Eclipse.
player advantage. This is something that's worked for them. Having the player advantage, being able to take one person out, this has worked for them. Here comes the Shinjikeito in a bit of a push here, though. And with a little bit of Eclipse kind of split up. On here comes a little bit of a flank here from Max Sprite, but it's seen. Oh, some webs! It's back to a 2v2. And Kiono starts going to mid. And Kiono is unable to break the blocks.
Pushing the blocks there instead of going for the last 2 kills, it unfortunately does not wind up doing anything good for Chionophobia there, and ends up with another victory for Shinjikeito, finishing it up 4-0, 4-1, a very decisive win.
And that brings the Shinjikeito up another game where they win 8-1. Definitely just, again, total domination from the Shinjikeito there. They were able to turn a player disadvantage into a winning position from
Multiple times.
multiple times by going to mid slightly earlier, being able to have that pressure, and then yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it just seemed like Shinjikeito was simply the better team today.
Eclipse still looking very promising, but having a very, very rough start.
Yeah, a team that you really, when you look at them on paper, you wouldn't expect them to be going 0-3 through the first 3 games of the season.
Yeah. Quite surprising, to at least to me, to say the least. Anyways,
Especially when you compare that to their A-League counterpart. They are, I mean, their A-League counterpart Nova is really killing it here, and Eclipse just not getting off to that same start.
Now I believe that stats should be finished, if I'm correct. Getting
Please,
confirmation from Not Cool
Be my
here.
guest.
Nope,
Do the
stats are
stat.
not quite done yet. So, just a moment. We'll have to wait on that a little bit. Oh, stats are okay.
Stats
Listen,
are done. I'm
you
looking at it now.
confuse me, Not Cool. Okay. You know it. You love it. It's time for the Glue Sticks Stats Yap. We're gonna start off with Eclipse here. We've got Kionophobia. Kiono going 7-9. We've also got Max Sprite taking the second spot, going 3-8. Trickinator 2-4, only playing one map. Free IBL, aka Sodarami, going 1-8, and Snom 1-3, also only playing one map. Meanwhile, the Shinjikeito looking very, very balanced, as all things should be. And we have Dino Days taking the top spot, along with Quinta CT, both of them top fragging, getting 7-2. And then there's Not Sherpa, also with 7 kills, but with 3 deaths, just missing out, just barely. And then Boxed going 6-4, and Kairos 5-3. Kairos only playing for one map, and Dino Days also playing for one map.
Yeah, Dino Days playing for one map, going 7-2, top fragging on the team is I mean, absolutely amazing.
Yeah, that's That's absolutely fantastic.
And on his debut, I believe is what they said.
Yeah,
Dino
yeah.
Days' first
This is
time.
Dino Day's debut.
Yeah, I mean, really, just these stats alone just speak for the game. Not a single player on um, Eclipse going more than going positive on their KDR, while every single player on Shinjikeito did go positive on their KDR.
Exactly. We do have time for some interviews, so I'm gonna send out a interview thing here because we've got time. We've got about 26 minutes before the next game. Yeah, just about.
It's like
Let me.
Xenophobia ready for an interview.
Mhm. Oh boy, Discord's loving me right now. By loving me, I mean Discord is lagging. Holy. Aha, finally, it's back to not being laggy. Interviews will be incoming. Right, we've got Quinta and Boxed here. Here's Quinta, and here is Boxed.
Hello.
Howdy.
Or I should say salutations.
Salutations. You guys played an amazing game today. Uh, that just absolutely phenomenal. Once again, going 8-1 on total rounds. What's going through your head right now?
All I know is that our team has been putting in a lot of work behind the scenes. We are able to execute what we practiced, and that is what's leading to our victories. Not luck. It's not like raw perform. It's not like just raw blind and make stuff up on the scene. It's our hard work, and it's paying off.
Yeah. So today was your first time playing on Spaceship, if I am not mistaken.
Yes, I think.
Today was
It
also
is.
Eclipse's first time playing on Spaceship. So both of you guys were heading into this completely recordless on the map. So it was very exciting to see both of you come in and play that map. But it just seemed so masterful from you guys today. What made that possible?
A lot of scrimming against a lot of different teams, and honestly, just the fact that we've just been playing BattleBox since it came out, like a bulk of our players.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
just have that experience on the map.
Makes a lot of sense. Yeah, especially with going 4-0 on Spaceship, which wasn't even your guys' map pick, and then going 4-1 on your own map pick. Uh, and it was the what round was it here? Yeah, it was the first round that Eclipse took of um Courtyard. My brain's not braining too much. But yeah, Eclipse took the first round of Courtyard. What was going through your heads then?
We couldn't let it get to us. We just made a mistake, and we did make it again.
Yeah.
That
Awesome.
was kind of it.
Also, one thing that I just have to point out and be like, this is just so cool, is that all 5 of your players today had so equal stats. I mean, Dino Days going 7-2, along with you yourself, Quinta, and then Sherpa 7-3. Boxed, you went 6-4, and Kairos 5-3. You were all like so close together in stats. How does that how does that make you guys feel? Do you feel that everyone really put in the same effort and was able to perform at the best of their abilities? What helped this happen?
Of course. Well, all of us having the same stats are like, really close. That's perfectly fine. We've all put in the same amount of work. We've all put in tons of effort, tons of planning, tons of thinking, and we all are playing great. I have no problems with how the stats have gone, and if anything, it has been perfect.
Yeah,
Good to hear. Good
the
to
work
hear.
just goes into this.
Froggy, do you have more questions here?
I don't believe I do.
Fire away.
I am quickly running out of questions. I kind of asked that to get more questions of my own here. Um, yeah, your past two games have been absolutely phenomenal, and your first game was a little bit rougher. Um,
Oh, the
was
shot glass one?
yeah versus Shot Glass.
I was sick that game.
That is quite unfortunate. Um, yeah, did that really kind of push you guys to, practice more, do more scrims, and what
Well,
was that like a light little, I don't know, kind of wake up call almost?
here's the thing, glue sticks. Oh, and I'll say this now. Our preseason has been very, very patchy. They put it at best. Box was gone for a ton of it. Fawn was gone for a ton of it. We couldn't really get anything with Dino because he's, Australian time zones. And we're all like the rest of us that were here, me, Sherpa, Kairos, who were around active, are all rookies. So we had no experience coming into this, and we had to rely just on what we built up playing together before. The shot glass game, it did go poorly for us, but it not completely poorly, and we were able to see what we needed to fix and what we needed to do.
Mm-hmm.
Once we started, we've gotten to the state that you see right before you.
Awesome. I'm very interested to see where you guys are going to be headed from here on up.
Excited to see where we go to.
Alrighty. That being said, I don't really have any more questions.
All right. I'm gonna head back to BC now.
Yeah, we can probably head back to see.
Congratulations, guys.
Thank you guys. Hey, great job on casting, and thanks for supporting us out here.
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, thank you for joining us, and yeah, good luck with the rest of your season.